Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on. Bang this in your whips, black and coated roadie with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused in the dopest, like a penny with the whole.
Hello and welcome. This is Ladies' Night on Independent Television. My name is Meze Obaisiago, but of course you can call me the Empress of the Airwaves. Yes, I'm not alone in the studio. I've got two beautiful ladies who are joining me on the program today. I've got the ever-glowing C. White. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And she forgot to call my name, Caroline Okonji. So how are you doing?
I'm good, I'm
Obviously.
fine. And of course I've got MJ as well. How are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. You're looking beautiful.
Thank
and
you so much.
I feel like calling her C. White.
C. White? Seriously, I feel like you should say the ever-glowing Empress.
No, not at all. I disagree with you.
Like
You don't want me to steal your title?
No, that word, ever-glowing, sticks to me. So
and she decides to do it here. Interesting.
All right, guys, we're not going to be talking about how glowing we all look tonight. We're going to be talking about something really important, talking about proposals. Basically, we're used to the idea or the ideology that a man should kneel down before proposing or while he's proposing to that person he wants to spend the rest of his life with. It's a culture that actually came from the white people. It's their culture and it's borrowed. And you find that these days a lot of Africans tend to do that, especially Nigerians. You see them organizing something special, creating a beautiful scene, a beautiful moment for them to propose to that special person. Now, well, a video actually came out, I think last week or so, last 2 weeks, where a lady was being proposed to and the man didn't kneel down. He was actually standing. He handed her the ring and was like, "Will you marry me?" And she went all, I don't know what word to use. She was really pissed. She was really angry. She said, the man should kneel down before proposing to her. And a lot of his friends who were around, who were actually recording, also shared the same view. So I want to know, is that the most important thing in a person's life? The fact that a man actually knelt down to propose. Should that be the emphasis on a proposal? That's what we're going to be talking about today, as well as should you involve your parents in a proposal? Like if you are a man, for instance, do you tell your parents? Do you tell the girl's parents as well? Do you guys do it as a family? Do you do the proposal as a family, or it's left for you and her, and then you can now inform family that, okay, we're now engaged and we're planning on getting married? I'll start off with the proposal aspect. Now, I want you guys to watch the video, so my ladies in the building will be able to better comment on it. I'm going to play 3 videos. The first video is actually the one I talked about, where the man was standing to propose to the woman. The second one is also another man who stood to propose to his fiancée, and she accepted, unlike the first one. And the last one is a man who knelt down and got accepted. And we also have videos of men who knelt down and still did not get accepted.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get all videos, but I have these 3, and I want you to watch it. So it forms a basis, it forms a foundation for what we're talking about today. This is Ladies' Night. Do not go anywhere.
I be the one to blame that the friends be right.
Why are you standing there? You didn't understand. What doesn't change anything? But I love you now. What is people watching? You are discussing and browsing. You're standing there. You're telling me. What are you trying to say?
I really love you. On my knees.
Why will I?
Although I need that beg.
I don't understand you. You are engaging me. You are standing down. You are telling me even your. You are even telling you should kneel down for me.
I really love you. Kneeling down does not show that I love you. I love you, and that is love for you. I have genuine love.
Wait. Meaning that I
Please
don't
calm
want
down.
this.
People
Like, I
are
don't
here.
want
People are
this.
watching us.
People are watching. You are discussing. You are telling me people are watching us. For what?
I really love you from the depth of my heart. I want to show it. It is not by kneeling down. If I kneel down, it is not love anymore. That is not love. Please, I love you. We have been doing this. We have been in a relationship for more than 5 years, and you should know I really love you.
Otua, what doing at all is what doing well. So kneel down
There are people here.
and engage her.
I should kneel down. No, if kneeling down means no. If that is to show that I love her, that is not love. I really love you for all this. If I'm going to take you to church, am I going to kneel down to? Will pastor tell me to kneel down to give you wedding ring? Please accept my love. I have sincere love from inside. That is not embarrassment. I really love you. Please take the ring. Please, you have been doing this. Please. Not be until I kneel down, go show say I love you. You know say I love you.
What are you saying? You are proposing to me. You are standing down. You are telling me that you're which type of love? Let me tell you something. Tell me, then the fucking love. Okay? And please ever don't touch me. What's the meaning of that? Are you touching me?
No.
What is all this? You called me from far distance and came to this place and started embarrassing me here. You are engaging me and you are not kneeling down. And I don't want it. Like I don't want it. I don't want someone kneeling down for me. Like I don't understand. What are you trying to say?
If that is love, if kneeling down is love, for me that is not love. I really love you. Please,
Then engage yourself.
We don't call this video so.
Please, I really.
You don't follow me.
See? This is this guy.
Stop this. Are you okay?
My brother, I don't need to kneel down.
Odua, come first.
Come. Otua, leave her.
Let me just go, okay? Let me go.
Sorry.
Engaging me is not kneeling down. Are you like serious right now? Engaging me is not kneeling down.
I kneel down. Kneeling down show that I love her.
Oh my beautiful love, this song now you I sing I'm whore. I can't explain what I'm feeling, but I know it is real. Oh dear, my beautiful love. Oh my beautiful love, I beg you do make you come. I know sadness this morning you come out, but it feels like forever. Oh dear, my beautiful love. My darling, you make my dreams come true, and I could do anything for you. They say that I'm a fool. Well, that's fine, 'cause I'm a fool for you.
I be the one to blame as the flame keep rising.
Okay, so that last video was really hilarious. The whole dancing, and then he proposes as well. It was beautiful. And I think the second one as well. That scenery. Seriously, if I was in her shoes, I probably might say, let me be the one to kneel down.
I trust you.
Seriously, did you see how beautiful that scene looked
Yes.
like? It's really, really fantastic. So we're going to start off with the first video of the lady who says, you must kneel down to propose to me, if not, I am going. And she actually walked out on him and his friends who were there. I'll start off with C. White. Do you think what she did is actually right? Let's start with that. Is it right for you to do that? To me, she embarrassed him, even though she felt like he was the one embarrassing her. So what do you think?
Okay, now, before I'll talk about that particular video, you know, when a man wants to propose to a woman, I believe he has to understand the significance of what proposal is all about. It's more than just using words and women. as it regards a woman deciding to accept to spend the rest of her life with you as a man, to share everything, her body, her feelings, in fact, let me just say everything, practically everything about her with you for the rest of her life. So if you really want to propose to your woman, I believe you should understand your woman perfectly well, more than any other person. Now, before you make that move of proposing to this woman, I believe you feel you're comfortable with this person and you love this woman you want to propose to. So for me, talking about this particular video, I don't think the man embarrassed the lady, but rather the lady embarrassed the man. Now, a man you've been dating for years and you feel, I'm good with this man as a woman. If he decides to propose to me today, I would definitely say yes. You're not saying yes because you feel there's no other person for me to get married to, or he's just my last option. You want to say yes because you love him. So now, the thing a woman is supposed to look out for before saying yes to a man's proposal is, am I saying yes to a man that loves me? Am I saying yes to a long-lasting relationship? Am I going to say yes to a man that will give me happiness? Am I going to say yes to a man that will make me feel comfortable and feel like a woman? Not because you're looking out for a man that is going to kneel down to propose to you. He can actually decide to kneel down and propose to you, and at the end of the day, he doesn't love you. He just wants to do it to fulfill all righteousness, not because he really loves you. So whether he knelt down to propose to you or not doesn't really count. So what that lady did was quite embarrassing. It's not even the guy embarrassing. The point is, I love you, and this is it. I'm saying I want to marry you. If I don't love you, I wouldn't be saying I want to marry you. So you shouldn't be considering whether me kneeling down or not to propose to you. So what I expected her to say is, do you love me? If she really want to ask a question, probably she wants to be dramatic. The question I expected from her is, do you love me?
Which he actually said. He kept
yeah.
I love you.
But I
So
love
I heard it loud and clear. What?
of me kneeling down.
No, I'm just trying to say, the lady, if she really wanted to ask a question, probably she feel she want to say something.
Yes.
The question I expected from her was, do you love me? You want me to say yes? You love me? You want me to get... I think these are the kind of question I really expect. Not, you're embarrassing me. You're not kneeling down. Who cares if you... Because I don't really toe that line with people that says he must kneel down to propose to me. If he doesn't, I wouldn't say yes. Okay, let me just make reference to one of the posts I saw about Peter Edochie, a Nollywood actor.
Yeah.
So he said something that men kneeling down to propose to women, they're actually embarrassing themselves.
Yes.
It is not the right thing to do.
He even said they're selling
they're the head of it.
they're selling their rights.
Yes, but I'm not trying to say that he's really making sense in what he said, because everybody have different mindset about what they see about life. You understand? If you're dating someone, you understand her love language. If you're just friends with someone, you already understand that person perfectly well. So whoever you're with, you understand that person more than any other person. You understand? So I'm not trying to say that kneeling down or not kneeling down is a bad thing. You should be able to understand your partner's love language and toe that line with that partner, and don't try to embarrass someone's son, or someone's daughter because he did not kneel down.
No,
so
she's
for
trying
me,
to be nice.
just to cut the long story short, because kneeling down doesn't matter. Sister, you should have accepted.
Okay, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you can go up on Facebook, search for Ladies Night on ITV/radio. You can also send us a message, yes, but the numbers will be scrolling on your screen for you to do that. Go up on Facebook. I think that's the best place to be. Go up on Facebook and search for Ladies Night at ITV/radio. You see the post there. Just comment, and we'll take your message on the program. Now I'm heading on to MJ. What do you think? The 3 videos, you watched them all.
Yeah.
Now, which do you think is the best or the most appropriate way to propose?
Now, like, there are different strokes for different folks, like English says. And permit me to say that proposals and marriages, they come in different shapes and sizes. So what works for Mr. A would definitely not work for Mr. B. So same thing applies to Mrs. A and Mrs. B. There is no appropriate or the best form of proposal. In fact, some people propose on a mountain and then they trek down. Then some people propose under the water these days. In fact, there are different proposals. What matters is, have you both discussed about it before? Is she ready or are you ready? You know that lady that refused to, oh God. She refused the proposal because he did not kneel down, not because he did not come with a ring. He did not kneel down. That was just the problem for her. Now I want to ask her, or I want to tell her rather, please return from Disneyland, come back to reality. And stop all those your Cinderella, Snow White movie that you have seen so much and you have imbibed it. It is now too much in your system. How can you tell a man that kept on repeating, I love you, but I love you, but you said no. We're in a public place, there are cameras everywhere, you should go down on your knees and kneel down. Now I just feel like she's still a child. To say the truth, she's still a child. She's still yet to understand what a relationship is or what proposal is or what marriage really is. There is no proposal that can be tagged as the best. In fact, people stay people lay on their bed at night next to each other and the man just asks, will you marry me? Or what do you think about we becoming a couple? And they end up getting married and the marriage is like
Beautiful.
50 years old marriage. While those who knelt down, there is fireworks everywhere. He did it in a
Fireworks
stadium.
or fire on the mountain?
Whichever one.
No, it can't be fireworks. Fireworks are meant to be beautiful, so it's fire on the mountain.
He did it in a stadium. He did it like there were red carpet, flowers, petals, there, all of it. He did. After that, you become a potential punching bag. Or there is just too much sorrow. Then when you tell somebody, my husband is doing this, like, that man, that romantic guy, no, of course he cannot do that. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
To quickly add to what you're saying now, my neighbor told me something yesterday, and I was actually surprised when she was saying it, though she had to show me the video, that her brother wants to get married, and although they have children, but he went up to propose to the lady, will you marry me, after 4 children, after 4 kids.
Okay.
Like, and she was blushing. Oh God, no. I was actually laughing because it's no longer new.
Yeah.
You understand? You guys have been living together
For a very long time.
You already have kids. But just because he wants to make it official,
Yeah.
he bought a ring, he knelt down to propose to you, and you're busy covering your face.
Do you know, she probably might have been praying every single day, Lord, make him ready. Lord, make him ready. I've given him 4 children already in hope that one day he will have sense.
I told my neighbor Sunday, like, I'll attend that wedding. You know, I will, because I want to see how she's going to behave on that day. If she could be doing all this just because he knelt down, though it's not just because he knelt down, just like what the Empress is saying.
She
must have been praying
the
all day.
excitement of planning a wedding, the excitement of being the bride is always there for every woman. I have a friend who, her husband doesn't stay in Nigeria, and she had to do her traditional wedding with his picture.
Yeah,
I can tell you that till today we are still planning the white wedding. Corona now held him. So that joy of, I am going to be the bride, I'm going to wear white, I'm going to do, she already has a daughter, but she's still planning that she must do her white wedding, or rather her church wedding, because she did the registry, that's the court marriage, and she did the traditional, but without him. So she's praying and hoping that he will come back finally after.
Yeah, at least the white wedding, both of us will stand together.
Exactly.
You know,
so there's this joy. So I'm sure that's what was doing that lady.
She was just busy.
Really, when it comes to proposals, it's just the message. Like I said recently to a friend, sometimes it's not about what a person says. It's about what he doesn't say that is contained in what he actually says. Like, for example, now I say I am hungry. It actually means I want to eat. I need to eat. That's what I meant. But I just said I am hungry. So when a person is telling you, will you marry me? He's telling you, I'm giving you my whole life. You're going to spend the rest of your life with me. You're going to be the #1 lady in my life. Like the first lady, the lady in front. And that one is not enough. He has to kneel down to make that an assurance. Now, how is kneeling down an assurance that he's going to be the best man, or being too romantic, or he's going to be the appropriate guy, or he's going to be the perfect guy? See, ladies sometimes, some ladies though, they dream too much and they forget to wake up.
True. All right, now, I forgot to say before we started off the show, we're going to be having Mama P, Miss Pearl and of course Miss Praise joining us live on the show. They're not going to be here physically. They're actually online in a live video chat with us right now. So I'm going to let them give their own opinions. I'll start off with, who do we start off with now?
Pearl.
I think, okay, good.
What's this question? Pearl is laughing. So we're going to start off with Pearl. We're going to let her air her own view and let us know what she thinks. So Pearl, just let us know, do you think, I know you've also watched the video because we shared it online. Now, do you think the way the first lady in the first video behaved is actually okay or not? And when Pearl finishes, then I think we'll head on to Mama P and of course Miss Praise, all the P ladies. Yeah, far away. Pearl is actually joining us from Benin, but she's not available right now. Miss Praise is in Lagos, and of course Mama P is in, I think, Abuja, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to be airing their own views, and then we will take your messages up on Facebook. So Pearl, let's hear from you.
I really missed the show though. Unfortunately, this is my opinion on this matter at hand. The thing is, asking will you marry me? It mustn't, I don't think it's really important. You know, you mustn't say will you marry me, because a guy can actually propose to a girl with different weights. He might be like, hey, will you be the mother of my kids? Will you help build the future with me? It mustn't be will you marry me. But the one me I'm very concerned about is the fact that he has to kneel down. The truth is, it has to kneel down. It's like it has grown to be, it's sacrosanct, okay? Because it has grown to be a norm, and we came to meet it. We can't grow it down. So he has to kneel down. Because he has to kneel down doesn't really mean like, oh, it's so damn special, but it's also very special because you're asking her to change a name, you're asking her to change a body, you're asking her to change everything about her virtually. You know, you're pleading. It's a polite proposal. It's a partnership, because I think parenthood is partnerships. It's a partnership, like you're politely asking her, because she's going to be doing most of the work. I don't mean to sound like a feminist, but she's going to be doing most of the changes. She's going to change her name, change her body, change her home, change everything for you. That's what I think, and that's my opinion on that. Then to the other one of you have to let the parents be involved in the proposal. You are not dating my parents, okay? It's only marriage now. You now have a cordial relationship with them. But as far as we're dating, we are close to the engagement stage. Who knows when they are close though? But that is, it's between us. So my own idea or an opinion about that is, you should propose to her first. Then you should go do the introduction. Because I don't see any reason why I do introduction, then you now come and meet me and say, will you marry me? It's not that fun. It's not that surprising. It's not that beautiful, you know? I mean, come on. It's supposed to be a surprise. So you're supposed to like, hey, will you marry me? Surprisingly. And then I have to, with the joy and excitement, I have to brush him and I'm like, hey, mommy, hey, daddy, the man I'm dating wants to come home. So that's when introduction comes in. Thank you.
Hello, ladies. Okay, I'll be straight to the point on this one, right? I'll start with a question. Why won't he kneel? Like, why would he not kneel? I'm of the opinion personally that he should kneel. Let me go personal now for myself. Like, people have been kneeling down to propose their women. Why should it change in my time? Except the scenario or the stage of the proposal does not permit kneeling, he should kneel. This is you begging a lady to live her life, live her belief, live everything she's been doing from 0 age to the age she is right now, probably 20-something plus, and clings to you, and you can't kneel to get that. Why won't you do that? Except the setting or the atmosphere does not, you just flow and it didn't call for kneeling, then that's it. But if it calls for kneeling, you should kneel. There's no ego there. There's no pride there. My man should kneel to propose me. Why won't he kneel? I don't understand how people make mountains out of molehill. Something that is very, very minimal. They just maximize it. Come on, this lady is going to be kneeling down for you for probably the rest of her life. In the African culture, even when you offend her, she'll be asked to kneel down to apologize to you. She'll be asked to kneel down to present the wine to you. So this one time you have to kneel and make the moment memorable. What's the difference between you and your friend standing? You should be kneeling. That's the difference. That's to show you are the one proposing. And if I'm to propose to you, I would kneel. So I don't think this should be flogged so hard, except, like I said, the setting does not warrant kneeling. Do you understand? Then you can just let it slide. Maybe the way you popped in on her does not warrant, maybe a surprise. I don't know how to say, but on a norm, a man should kneel and propose to a woman, to his woman. Sorry, I made an error there. Thank you very much. That's my thoughts on the topic today.
Hello ladies, I hope you can hear me clearly. Now for the proposal, it just depends on what works for you. Now before you say you want to marry someone or you want to propose to someone, you should already understand by then, I guess you should understand your partner by then. So you know the kind of partner you're with, you know the kind of things your partner likes. So by understanding already, you know if you're going to kneel down or not. Now my man should know that when he wants to propose to me, he will kneel down because I like those kind of gestures. Those are romantic gestures and I appreciate it. So you know if your partner is like me, if she's like me, you have to kneel down and propose. It's not going to take anything from your body, it's just nice. But it doesn't mean that kneeling down is what will make your marriage sweet or last longer. It doesn't matter. Some persons, they propose without kneeling down and it's fine. So it just depends on what works best for you. If you know your partner is that kind of romantic person like me, sweet girl, go on your knees and kneel down and just propose. It's a once in a lifetime thing by God's grace. Apart from divorces and all those things. It's a once in a lifetime thing. Just go on your knees and propose. It's nice that you marry me, not standing. But also I've seen scenarios whereby the guy proposes in a car. He doesn't even have to kneel down. He was driving and he proposed to his partner like that and he walked. They are married now. So it just depends on what works best for you. But for me, and just in case my man is watching, please, you have to kneel down when you want to propose to me. I like it.
Okay, so we have two people who are on one side and the rest of us are kind of on the other side. Now, Pearl actually says kneeling down is not compulsory, but it is sacrosanct, according to her. Now, Mama P also believes that you must kneel down to propose to her. What is the essence of the proposal if you're not kneeling
to kneel down?
Okay. Miss Praise is on the fence. She doesn't really mind. You can kneel down. You don't have to kneel down. It's not compulsory. Anyone, so far you propose and we get married. That's her own opinion. Now, let's talk about what Pearl and Mama P said. They say this is the only time the man is actually going to kneel down for him. Other times, the woman is going to be the one serving him. Either she's serving him food, serving him in the other room, serving his children, or their children as the case may be. Her life is going to be centered around him from the moment they say I do. So this is the only time when the man gets to, should I give her that position of glory, of authority, of royalty as the case may be, by kneeling down to propose to her. So do you buy into the idea, C. White?
I still remain where I think I said this earlier.
Okay.
I don't toe that line. Yes. Whether he kneels down to propose to me or he stands up to propose to me, the first thing that comes into my head is this man ready to give me love? Am I saying yes, or am I going to give him my hand because I know I'm giving him my hand for peace? Or I just want to say yes to him just to get married? Whether he kneels down or not, I don't care. I don't care about it. The only thing I care is saying yes to a man that gives me joy. Just play 3 different videos. 2 stood and 1 knelt down. One of them that stood refused, never got a yes for an answer. And the other one that also stood with the whole packaging,
got a very resounding yes. Because she was crying, she was so excited.
And that is it. Even the one that knelt down after their acrobatic, or what would I call it, dance,
really funny.
Yeah, and she said yes. You understand? So it doesn't really matter. Some people, okay, like when we're talking about the kind of proposal and all that, I have a friend that he talks to his girlfriend. He'll be like, do well, may they come put stone for your hand, though. May you coordinate, may they come put stone for your hand, though. You understand? Indirectly, he's already telling her what he has in mind.
Yes.
Just imagine that kind of funny way of telling a woman she should just coordinate herself that so they will put rings.
He's coming to propose.
I tell you, so some people can be very dramatic. The woman's love language determines the kind of proposal she gets. let me say so. If she's this kind of adventurous woman, she would expect it in an adventurous way. You understand? If she's this kind of person that she's naturalistic, she would also want it that way. So I believe your woman's love language is the one is something that will move you. It's something that will be a drive in your proposal. So not because you feel everybody is kneeling down to propose. Let me kneel down to propose. Will she like it? That's the question. Will she like it? She might not like it.
I feel like every lady is going to like, they won't find it a problem when the guy kneels down, but some might find it a problem if the guy stands.
Just like the one we're talking about.
Yes.
Some might find it.
Be bothered.
I will
you
not.
can be lying down on the bed, and we are talking about it. We could be eating.
You see, we don't
together,
have problem.
and you're talking about it. You could be in front of my dad, and you knew. I would love that. Seriously, I would love to see the expression of my dad's face.
That's gonna eye that he'll be. Is
like,
this people
normal?
normal?
So this guy is bold enough. Like there's so
I'm
many
taking your daughter
ways
away
of-
from
you.
you.
don't have to kneel down. You don't have to kneel down. That's my own take. I don't know about other people. Like, I'm sorry, Pearl and Mama P. They are shaking their heads back there, but it's not compulsory as far as I'm concerned. Anyways, let's get, okay, you want to say
Should
something?
I also talk about the one I know you know the person I want to talk about now. They were just driving and he just said, please, just size the ring and see if it will be your size. Yeah. And that was how she just wore the ring and said, I engage you, will you marry me? You know, some people can be very dramatic.
Oh
you understand?
God.
He never knelt down to do that.
So sweet.
He actually knelt down. You're talking about my sister.
No, I'm just trying to.
Actually knelt down.
No, I'm just trying to wait. That was how.
For the camera.
Yeah, for the camera's sake, please. But at first,
okay,
she told me that this was how he engaged. Then on his birthday, he said, "See what? I want to do something. I want to do something, but she's not aware. You'll be the one to video me. You just wants to see me walking up and down. No, it's time. Set your camera." I said, "Okay, no problem." Already he has told me what he wants to do. So when we got there, after the much eating and doing all whatnot and blah blah blah, he just knelt down. I was doing the hype woman. I was just shouting up
so
and
she
down.
got engaged twice. That's the
You understand?
that.
So everybody's
really
manner of engagement is different.
What I would
Don't
say,
try to.
Sorry, what I would say is, just ladies, please think. The proposal would take nothing less than an hour. After all the music and everything, from when he brings out the ring and will you marry me, to all the hugging and embracing and kissing, take nothing less than an hour. Then the marriage, let me say, if it takes too long, it should be like 24 hours if you want to do your wedding.
A whole day.
Yes,
Not
the
the
whole
marriage.
day. Even
Marriage
the
is for life.
Yeah, the wedding. Oh God, the wedding is just that whole day. Even the trad might just take that whole day. But the marriage is a lifetime thing. So that's why you need to think.
And not being concerned about him kneeling down or standing up to engage you. Probably
it doesn't matter.
flowers
or his own concept, because that's another thing that causes problems. You not see your mate. Did you see how he took her to the island and proposed to her on blah blah blah? Did you see that he flew her out to Dubai and someone is coming to just propose in your classroom where you are learning, for instance? See, I think social media has actually destroyed our mindsets. A lot of people are expecting things that may not happen to them, and it's really, really wrong. But anyways, let's get your own opinion on Facebook. Go up on Facebook if you want to comment. Search for Ladies Night on ITV/radio, and of course you see the post there. Make your comments, no one will read them on the show. I'm just going to start with this person, Moses Oluchuku. This person says, I discussed my marriage plans with my wife. No special will you marry me fanfare. Talk more of kneeling down. And after 5 years, we are happy we did. So he did not even kneel down to propose. He didn't even propose.
He just said,
we want to, can you get married to me? Let's start planning.
Yeah.
I think that's the most realistic type of marriage.
The most realistic ever.
No, I disagree with you on that. You shouldn't say most realistic ever.
The most realistic.
No, of course they are being realistic on
this
their
is
own part.
deep.
If other people if other people should come out to tell you their own, you will know that.
If I heard those ones,
no, for now you've just heard this one, so you should stick to this one you've heard and don't say ever in the world.
See why?
I just feel it's a decision. Marriage is a decision.
Yeah.
And so if both of you have decided that you want to spend the rest of your life together, whether he proposes physically, like puts a ring on your finger,
spiritually.
or he just, or you guys just go with the flow, and on the wedding day, that's when you guys exchange your rings and wedding vows. I feel that's the most important thing. The engagement is not really important. The wedding is significant, and the marriage is the most important. But anyways, let's take some more comments. This one says, I think something is very wrong with the whole idea of public proposal. Shouldn't the two parties discuss the marriage issue? Two people could be in a relationship and not be mentally at the point of marriage at the same time. Ooh. Okay, social media and the need to show off is one of the things killing marriages, which is what I said earlier on. It's very true. Now, this person says, this is David Uche. He says, just wondering, when he kneels for her, what will he now do for God? Okay. I don't like your comments.
I don't know.
Well, okay, he goes on to say, wonder where we learned some acts from. What does his knee on the floor, or how does his knee on the floor depict love? A broken relationship is far better than a broken marriage. Okay.
True talk.
Well, I don't like the aspect where he says, if he's kneeling
down
down
for her, what happens to God?
I don't see anything wrong.
He's going to explain that one to maybe to himself or anybody later, but that's not.
You know, that falls down to where guys talk about superiority. Like, why would I stoop so low to kneel down before the woman I want to get married to? Like, she should be the one kneeling down. She should be the one even. In fact, I don't understand
like
all of this.
They still believe that women should still be under them, which a submissive lady will be under you. Like, she will do everything that she needs to do. They say
now woman way lawyer that they engage. Now woman way lawyer that they marry. So if she's not lawyer, you wouldn't be thinking of getting married to her. So she deserves your kneeling down if you really want to do it. Not because you feel she doesn't, why will I be? It shouldn't be about pride. If you know she deserves it, give it to her. But if you know it's not your thing and she will be cool with it, be good with it. Not because you feel if I should kneel down for her to propose to her, what will I do for God? God, now you say me you go marry.
See, why are you vexing?
I'm vexing for
why
this.
Why are you vexing?
Okay, now let's see. Chukurai Bailey says it wouldn't have taken anything for the guy to kneel down. Sha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this person, this is Lovette. Lovette says, is this Lovette or Lovette? Okay, the person says, young people should be prayerful, they will not hear. Chai. So this is how she allowed her village people succeed in
I knew that they would drag village people into
Fanta bottles. Seriously.
I don't want to say anything concerning this on village people.
But really, I really.
But that's how it actually looks like. You're seeing a good moment. You're seeing a man who is willing to spend the rest of his life with you, and he's doing it in public in front of everybody. And you're saying you must do that small thing.
And the way I appreciate the guy for not kneeling down, because I want to see what will happen. You want to walk away, walk away.
No,
I really appreciate it, because if you say what is there, you should have just kneel down. Now that girl doesn't have character. It shows that she's never like in contentment with whatever she has. How can a person bring ring before you say he must kneel down?
The best thing she could have done is accept it, and when they go away, privately,
sort it out indoors.
Well, I don't like the way you did it.
I like the fact the guy did not fend.
Do you know what she has been doing in the relationship?
The guy did not fend his. No, she must have been a very submissive girlfriend.
I doubt it.
No, I'm just trying to see it from this angle.
Okay.
She must have been a very nice girl for the guy to have decided to get married to her.
Sorry, Kay. Go on. Sorry. Go on.
I think that's possible. But
yes.
Like we said earlier, that aspect of social media, we see a lot of people with beautiful videos, romantic scenes, and it makes me picture, this is how I want it to be for me. And so a lady who is so stuck on the fact that this is how it must be. Okay, fine, he didn't do it the way I wanted it exactly.
So that means I'm not going to say yes.
Let him kneel down. I feel that's what.
So that's why I just said she
level.
must have been a very submissive girl, humble girl, good girl, whatever thing you can think of. She must have been all of it.
How
for
can
the guy
a good
to
girl
have
switch like that?
It takes nothing to change. Change is inevitable. It's a constant thing.
In a relationship.
Not just in a relationship. You might just be seeing C White as, C White does not just do this, she does not. And all of a sudden, you just hear that C White is doing what
In
you've never
between
seen.
black and white, there is
now, let
gray.
me just tell you something. Change is something that we can never run from. Something you never expect can actually make you turn automatically from who and what you used to be. So that very scenario tells you more about what she has been expecting her engagement day to be like.
See what I tell you, that relationship is a parasitic relationship. The guy is not only in love with her, but I want to believe that he's also like obsessed with her. That no matter what she does,
I disagree when I don't want to argue with you on being obsessed with her.
The camel's back. Just
now let me tell you why I
this
said
is that stroke. This proposal is
now
that
let me tell you why I said that guy is not obsessed with her. You know why? If he is, he would just bounce on his knees without thinking twice because he doesn't want to lose that girl for anything. This is
he has a mind of his own.
Yes.
Even when his friend, if you listen at the background,
they were saying his friends
was like, "Guy, don't kneel down. Guy, don't kneel down."
And he's this true to his words.
He said no.
So he's not obsessed at all.
Why do I have to kneel down? So, anyways, let's not dwell too much on that particular
because
one.
it's really, I feel like saying something I don't want to say.
Okay, so let me call the guys that you know.
No, don't worry.
All right, Harrison Osagede up on our Facebook page, which is Ladies Night on ITV/radio, says every lady has the right to desire or expect a kind of proposal. So kneeling down is not wrong, but what I consider most important is knowing what your would-be partner expects or desires before you propose, to avoid problems. And if it happens that you as a man can't meet her desired kind of proposal, then discuss it with her instead of trying to put her on the spot so that she won't decline. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any more? All right. I have this one saying too much social media, fake life and perfect life, too much Telemundo, too much Z-World is the outcome of it all. Okay. Let's see. What a carnal-minded okay, I don't accept insults. Please just say your own opinion and move ahead. This person says, okay, I'm not going to take that one either. A lot of you are just out here to insult the lady. This person says, this is Isaac Wenke, he says, actually, it will not take anything for him to kneel down, and it will not take anything for her to accept him without being knelt down to. Both of them are not serious. I totally agree. One person has to bend for the other person. Both of them are not ready for a future together. Because in marriage is about compromise. If you can't compromise, if you can't say, okay, all right, fine, let's do it like this, or let me just step back on my own pride and let her take charge or let him take charge, then it means you're not ready, because there's a lot of decisions that you have to make within marriage. And if you're not ready to bow down to the other person's own view, or at least listen to the other person's view, then you're not ready for marriage.
I just feel like asking a question.
Okay.
So he is talking about submissive. One person has to bow down for the other person to rule. So in this scenario, who do you really think should have?
Any of them. It's not about the man, it's not about the woman.
As
Any
for
of
me,
them.
No, ordinarily, would you just, let me just say, let's just be...
Truth be told, we see a lot of people proposing on their knees. For me, the man should have just let go of his ego and
yes, he should have knelt down, but the lady made it a big deal. That's
no.
That's where I had the problem.
At the moment, she said, even when his guy started saying, "Guy, kneel down," if I just say, "Okay, let me just kneel down."
But I tell you something,
man.
She felt embarrassed. That was what I don't like.
Let me tell you the reason why I would say that the guy shouldn't kneel down, even if the friends and everybody was saying he should. Now, this is your girlfriend. Did you hear what she was actually saying? You were embarrassing me. A man proposing to you, you're saying he's embarrassing
I have
you.
A problem with.
And you pulled back. She pulled back.
She pulled back, yes.
Are you trying to tell me you now feel irritated with his actions?
See why?
This is my own opinion. I'm trying to.
They are refusing
things
to
that a man that you love will do to you,
and you feel irritated.
Yes.
But not
it
when he is
doesn't change the
proposing
fact that
to you.
she's still in love with him. It doesn't change the fact that if probably he comes back later and talks to her, she would accept that marriage.
Definitely.
But she was excited at the beginning.
And all of a sudden,
I just feel to save that situation, the man should have just knelt down.
And I think also
that's just me.
For her to have saved this situation, she should have just
collected the ring. Yeah.
She had already raised an eyebrow. Now dropping that eyebrow could have it somehow.
It's okay.
Like, why
Okay,
did you not say it if you know that you still accept it? That's the-
Let's say this guy kneels down and then proposes just as she wants, and then start regretting the whole proposal of his thing, and then he's turned off totally.
Because
and
he
then,
knelt down?
Yes, I'm telling you.
Why would you be? It means it wasn't in
Things
his
happen.
mind.
Do you know what it takes for a lady to say yes? And do you know what can change a yes to a no?
Well,
Just break glass
let
cup
me
that
not
she
talk
gets.
about this guy's proposal. I think the second one is making me feel at home.
You see,
Let me
that's
not
the
take-
issue with social
Oh
media.
my
No,
God.
now we've watched that video, and I'm sure I'm really sorry I had to do it. A lot of women out there, ladies out there, are
They're
actually
wishing.
already saying, "Ah, God, I wish this was me."
But I felt like the lady did not see the guy stand because of the too much lights. So she didn't actually know.
No. She was
Whichever
actually
one you're saying.
crying.
Whichever
She
one
was
you're
really touched.
saying, at
See,
least
I
watch that video
I'm
and
totally
I'm tripping.
indifferent.
Like, no, the guy did a very good job. The guy, and he's not from Africa, from the way he
Yes.
looks. But I know African guys, they do a lot
Exactly,
too. Yeah,
because
they do
I
a lot
have a
too.
friend who just got engaged. If you see it,
I saw
this
it.
one is learning.
Ah,
Oh
the
my
Empress,
So
I
it's not.
saw
It's, I feel just know what will make your own person, your own woman excited. What will make her happy. If she's the kind of person who doesn't really care, if you like, maybe you guys went to go and buy fish, someone like me, and then you put it inside the fish, and she's eating and she's even if people are in the
Mash
house
up the
together,
I just had a weird thought.
even if you came to our office and you see, that's something that I would feel really embarrassed about. You coming to my office to propose to me.
No,
like,
don't do that.
I would
Please.
not like
Oh,
it.
so you
Now,
see?
I
Don't
would
do
say
that.
it out loud. I may
So
not
this is it. This
do
is
it in front of people, like to about like why?
Don't do that.
Why?
You can do it in front of my
Just-
family. Don't do it in
You
front
get
of my colleagues.
so everybody
Please.
has their own mindset of how that
Okay,
special
now,
day should
the
be.
Empress, I think this boils down to understanding your woman's love language.
Yes.
Because if, okay, now you just said you wouldn't like your man
I wouldn't
proposing
like
to
it,
you.
but if it happens,
If it
I'll take
happens,
it like that.
you
Because
take it like that.
this is the ring we're here for, not the
Not
Not the scenario, not
yeah,
the
not the
action.
environment.
You
No.
understand?
Yeah.
The aftermath is what we should be considering. That's for me. I don't really want those flamboyant or extravagant proposal, and at the end of the day, you've impressed people to tell them you're going to give me good life, comfortable,
then you give me the worst of
comfortability,
life.
Yeah.
and at the end of it is a total action, is a different thing entirely. Probably if I want to talk, yeah, not your man bust bad that day, not your man spoil grand that day. That impression you've created in them, nobody will understand what I'm going through inside.
Yeah.
You understand? Because
True talk.
you've impressed them, you've told them that this is what you're ready for. So it's not about, don't go and propose to her on that.
For a
All
person
right.
like me, there's an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. Just do it inside the house.
We chop biscuit and granite.
Just know your woman's love language. Know what she would like, and please do it like that. If you're the type that don't even care, you just sit down and say, "Babe, can we get married next month? Can we get married next year? Let's start planning. Let's start selling and should Just know each other. That's the perfect life. Seriously speaking, understand each other. That's the best way to be. All right, now I'm going to be heading out, or rather we are going to be heading out. Shout out to Mama P, Miss Praise, and of course Miss Pearl on the program, who actually joined us from different parts of the country. Yeah, the squared, no, triple. I don't know what to call them. The P Musketeers. Okay, now they actually joined us on video if you were with us earlier. Okay, they're going to say hi a little, just to say their last words, and then we will hear from the two ladies who are actually seated here in the building. All right, so I'll start off with Miss Praise, okay?
Hello, ladies. Thank you very much, Empress. It's so nice to be with you guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I missed you all.
All right, yes, C. White, your last words, please, in 30 seconds.
The only thing you should consider before saying yes to a man, understand the fact that you're saying yes not just because you want to get married, but because you want peace of mind, and you're saying yes to love, you're saying yes to happiness, you're saying yes to a good husband, and you're saying yes to a comfortable home in advance. So don't just put your mind in him kneeling down to propose to you. It shouldn't be the number one thing that comes to your head when you want to say yes. That's for me.
All right, MJ.
Okay, for me, I just feel like the ring on your wedding day, the ring, the day he proposes, all those are just things that make persons know that, okay, you're engaged and you're married. But what some persons actually look forward to is how the marriage works out or how it plays out. So please be very wise. It's not everybody that goes down on their knees that truly loves you. Some of them has 5 wives already and you don't even know about it. And then he lies down and he kneels down and tell you, reads an epistle for you, and you are raising the roof. Mama, calm down for Jesus.
Okay. All right, guys, this is where we say goodnight on the program, Ladies Night. Thanks a lot for being a part of it. Thanks to those of you who sent your messages up on Facebook. Those of you who I couldn't take your messages, I'm really sorry, but the conversation is still on Facebook. Ladies Night on ITV/radio. Keep your comments rolling in. It's awesome hearing from all of you. And thank you so much for all of you who are commending the show. We love you so much. My name is Ameze Obaisiagbon, the Empress of the Airwaves. We'll be here again next time. Have a beautiful night rest.